Talking about my girl, Temptations. Very cool old tune. Hi, I'm Red, and today I'm taking a look at the song My Girl, and courtesy of TrueFire. Thank you to TrueFire for creating this platform for me to be able to do this on. A deep song. Okay, so I don't want to talk too much about it. I want to dig in and try to give you as much as I can in a short amount of time. The key is the key of the song is in C. It transposes or modulates rather to D. The song pattern stays the same. I'm not going to put a chord chart up because there's just a bunch of chords, but they're all very common chords, except for a few, which I will make sure I show you. It starts in C, and it starts with a signature lick, which comes right out of the major pentatonic scale. Okay, so there, I've given you the intro. That's the beginning, and that lick is also used in different parts of the song. It's part of the rhythm. Traditional rhythm, once the song gets going, it goes from C to F, is the first pattern. And the original would do that lick. Okay, but an alternative. I'm going to give you a few alternatives, some cool stuff to color it up. Okay, you can use a C bar like this. And watch what I do here. I'm going to do it slowly, and then I'll do it more in tempo. See, I'm playing an F right there. I know it looks like a D minor 7th, exact same shape. I'm just not playing the root, and the bass player is playing an F, so it becomes an F. Okay? So I incorporated the lick for the 1, but then over the 4, I switched to a chord. Okay, now the next thing the song does, so now I've given you the intro, I've given you the verse, okay? Now what the song does is it goes C, D minor, F, G, it does it again, D, this time it's a D, and it hits that G. So now we've gotten all the way through first verse, the whole thing. The rest of the song is going to be like that verse. It does that verse again, so there's 2 verses. Then it does a little horn thing. It actually breaks down. It does the intro lick. Or no, it stays on the 1. It just like the intro. Then it does a 1/4. So that should be an F. Then it does a D minor. This is where it does the transpose, or the modulation. It does a D minor, then the G, to an E minor, to an A. Now it goes to a D instead of a C. Same pattern, 1/4, but it moved up a whole step. Okay. It does that for a verse. Then it does that walk up where it but this time instead of a C, we're going to start on a D. D, E minor, G, A, Okay, so at that point in the song, we're coming to the end, and it just vamps on that over the D. And I'm using the D major 7 here. Now I'm going to start showing you a few cool chords. There's a D major 7. I'm just barring across the first 3 strings at the 2nd fret, and I'm playing the D string, or the 4th string, open. A D major 7. Then I'm playing an E minor 9. And the easiest way for me to show you how to play that is if you play a D chord and then just lift up your first finger, move it over to the 4th string at the 2nd fret, allow the 3rd string now to ring open. Okay, here's what you get. With the E on the bottom. And you can throw that in if you do a little handwork, you know, if you do some hybrid picking there or something. Then what I did, and that's a very cool chord, I think it just really sounds sweet in the song. Not necessarily in the original version, but a sweet option that you can use. Then it does, it goes to A, and it does a walk down. That's what the bass does. One thing that you can do that's really cool, I think, is to use double stops. I'm just outlining an A chord, outlining a G chord. I guess I'm outlining a D chord now. Maybe those are just minors. Regardless, that's the double stop walk down that you can use there. Okay, now for soloing. Soloing will usually happen at the end of the song when we've gone to a D. So, and at that point, that major 7, that root major 7, the D major 7, really becomes more prevalent. So, you know, you can keep that in mind while you're soloing, that there's a major 7 thing that's happening there. You want to, you know, play more major tones than minor tones. But you can use those minor tones for some spice. I'm going to roll. I created a short track with just this vamp at the end. And I also have a track that I'm going to put up with the song that's a background track that you can use. And that'll be available at TrueFire. So I'm just going to give you some ideas. Now that I've showed you the rhythm, chords and stuff for, you know, for the song, now I'm going to show you some cool stuff you can do soloing over this. I mean, you can really just do some really nice sweet stuff. So here we go. See what I used? A D major 7. I just did an ARP. Now I'm thinking major pentatonic. D major pentatonic there because it's closed. so I can use those things together. I'm, thinking about playing here, because now it enables me to go from major to major 7. The B.B. King box. Minor pentatonic or major pentatonic double stops. So you get the idea. I'm using mostly major pentatonic, but sometimes I'll use those minor pentatonic or minor tones for a little bit of spice. But for the most, I want to sound sweet, so I stick with the major stuff, so I can play in in this area. That major pentatonic I can play. In any, now we're in D, any D major pentatonic is going to sound wonderful, See the little blue note in it? Gives me the, the positioning. I'm right there. To switch to the major 7. So from here, I'm thinking, wow, it's a close proximity. I can pull that off, Don't forget you got harmonics. You can use those to spice things up. So there's so much you can do with this tune, as far as rhythm and lead go. And it's a great dance tune. People love it. It's a couples tune. It's great to throw in. A lot of blues bands use this tune, to slow the mood and, give the folks, a chance to get close and dance. So, great tune to add to your repertoire. I'm Red, courtesy of TrueFire, and I will see you again soon with another song.